Chapter 3. Alright. So once again, artistically, this is our first page where my cursor is right here. And click real quick. Notice the artistic style. We'll talk about why as we read. Right there, yes. Right there we can see where the Arachnid Oz experiment number 00 bit that Parker boy. Initially, the biological effects to the Parker boy were negative. Very negative. And his chance for survival was very slim. Fatal. But we now believe that it was the mixture of spider venom with the Oz that created the adverse effects to the boy's system. But even with the untested mixture of toxins and genealogy, the Oz was able to dominate the structural compounds, and the results to the boy's system were nothing short of revolutionary. It was an accident, yes, but we have our first human test subject, and what he has shown us is that our time is now. Turn it off, please. I want you to take a quick guess as to why the artists decided to make these panels black and white and smaller than our normal panels. I'll give you the answer on the next page, but try that in your study guide real quick. Take a guess if you're not sure. Let's look at it. Notice the screen right there. We may very well hold in our hands the key that unlocks the next step of human evolution. And by we, of course, I mean me. I would like to recreate the Parker Oz accident under more scientific environments. Please, consider this. If the spider venom gave Parker the enhanced strengths of a spider, then treating the Oz with my own DNA and injecting it mainline, well what? It will give me the enhanced strengths of me. So once again, we look at the black and white right there. Looks like that black and white was used to show security camera footage. One of the beautiful things about graphic novels is that you can use that artistry to kind of change up the setting a little bit there. It's hard to do that sort of scene in, say, a novel or a short story. How do you reflect the fact that you're looking at security camera footage? Let's continue. You, sir? You want to inject yourself with the Oz compound? Once again, facial expressions. This scientist with the bow tie, pretty scared. This guy's got his head cast down. This guy also looks a little bit scared. Notice what's his last name? Octavius, I think. Eventually he becomes Dr. Octopus. Notice that he's got that little smirk on his face, like he thinks this is a good idea. And then you've got Norman's smug mug right here. Glad we understand each other. Let's crunch some numbers and get this next phase rolling along. And notice the faces once again. Fear, fear, disappointment, excitement maybe. Let's go back up to the top. Scene change. My name is Crusher Hogan, and I will crush your head like the pimple it is. Whatever. And here we get the chapter title, Wannabe. Interesting. UCW Spankdowns, Tuesdays at 8. That's right, who here is willing to take on the invincible Crusher? Who here has what it takes? If you do, if you think you can take the Crusher down, we have $500 cash money American for you. $500 for the man who can take our Crusher down. Oh my. I gotta get me that bank, bro. Do it, dude. Show him how it's done, Kong. Back up to the top. Yo, I want in. Right here. No way, youngster. 21 and up, sorry. No way. Insurance purposes. Oh my. Total rip. Get a driver's license and we'll talk. Total diss. Parker, go get him. You know what, Flash? How about you hop in the ring, and then when you lose, your family can sue his family. Whoa! Parker knocks one out of the park. The student has become the master, Sensei Thompson. Shut up, Weeble. I gotta get out of here before I slip and hurt myself in the testosterone. Notice once again, one of our art alert questions was track Mary Jane's facial expressions. So go back a little bit earlier, one page earlier. Smiling face right here, standing next to Peter. So can we say that they're in a budding relationship? Maybe, maybe not. But notice happiness there. Peter starts to get into it with Flash right here. And upset face. Watch for those sorts of things throughout the chapter. Scene change again. There's a lot of them in this chapter. Peter, are you in the house? No, I'm not. Do you plan on eating dinner this year? What's for dinner? Meatloaf. Pizza? Meatloaf. Pizza? Meat? Loaf. Pizza. Pizza. I'll be down in 2 seconds. Pizza that looks and tastes an awful lot like meatloaf. Scene change again. Hey, medicine ball, you ready for me? Notice. So Peter, in costume, decides that he's going to challenge the Crusher. He's going to make some of that money that his family needs. You can't just jump in here like this, mister. Hey, I don't want this to... Crusher! You crazy runt! You looking to get hurt? Whatever. You're like the before picture. I could break you in half. Dang, man. I should have thought of that. Hey, what's going on here? Put that man down. Whoa! Again, I'm going to do my best with sound effects whenever they pop up in this text. Hey! Hey! Wham! Facial expressions, once again. Notice the looks of surprise on everyone. Notice how the artists use eyes and eyebrows to show facial expressions or show emotion. The Crusher is taken! The Crusher is down! Oh my god, he spanked the Crusher. Spanked him. Who are you, mystery man? Unveil yourself to the crowd. I believe this has my name on it. Are you a pro? I am now. You come down to the arena Monday night. I'll get you a spot on the show. You paying cash? If that's what it has to be. See you Monday. I think one of those study guide questions, I'm going to look at that real quick. It's number 2. How does Peter's personality change when he gets into costume? One thing I'm noticing, especially on that page, I'll go back there. Notice just that first line. I believe this has my name on it. Are you a pro? I am now. Notice that Peter becomes a lot more kind of sarcastic and jokey as Spider-Man. He's not as serious as he is when he's himself, when he's out of costume. In costume, he becomes kind of the snarky, wisecracking Spider-Man that we know. You okay? And we see it again on this frame right here. Here's a sick burn. You okay? You think I ain't ever been dropped in my head before? No, I was pretty sure you had been. How will... Oh, you'll know it's me. Going back. Scene change again. Again, there's a lot of them. Notice this envelope under the door in Aunt May and Uncle Ben's house. What is that? So the school faculty took up a collection on behalf of Peter. Peter is a fantastic student, and we all felt that the incident with Flash Thompson was unfair. We have decided to remain anonymous, vocab word, due to school politics. We hope you will honor our request in this area. We will hope to have more for you soon, as many faculty have pledged a donation but have not paid yet. Best wishes. I love this right here. Peter using his spider powers to hang from the wall as he's watching Aunt May and Uncle Ben open this envelope. Now we can infer right here that the school didn't send this money at all. This is the wrestling money that Peter has made, that he's written this letter and sent it to themselves to continue to kind of keep up the lie about his powers. Wow, this is the nicest thing that I've ever had happen to me in my entire life. He's such a special boy. I never noticed, but notice that line, right? He's such a special boy. Uncle Ben doesn't even know that Peter has powers. He's saying that he's special in the sense that he's a good kid, but that line has double meaning, once again. It's verbal irony. Yo, Harry, for real. Then he picked up this Crusher dude up over his head? Did not. No, man, for real. And just wham! Wham? Total wham. Who was he? Just this skinny dude in, like, a mask. So, listen, the geometry extra credit's going to be take-home. Do you want to do it together, or... I was thinking you could do a draft, and I could do a draft, and we could... Hello? Peter? Peter? Yeah, what? I'm sorry. Parker. What did I do now, Coach? That performance you laid on us yesterday, on the court. Can you do it again, or was it all lucky stuff? Why? Why? We're short. And now it looks like you got the goods and been holding out on us. No way! Oh, I don't know. Show up to practice after school and let's see what you got. But you're not really thinking of... Notice Mary Jane's facial expression once again. Here we see a little more frustration and anger from her. Really, the answer to that question is that her facial expressions are up and down, as her relationship with Peter is up and down. things are great, and then things are not so great, and then things are great, and then they're not so great again. Come on, coach, don't do this to me. I'll be as good as gold by the end of the season. Sorry, kiddo, that's the game. But Parker, come on. Imagine being Flash right here. Peter Parker breaks his hand and then takes his spot on the basketball team. Yeah, I'll be there. Man. A lot of beautiful artwork on this page, so have fun looking at this one. Thump, 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 thump. Someone's getting buckets just all over the place on this page. And we find out that it's Peter right there, going up for a dunk on this rather beautiful panel right here. I'm actually going to zoom out a bit so you can see it just a bit. But notice this beautiful panel right here, Peter kind of rising above the crowd. This guy's going for a block, he's not going to get it. Everyone's crowded around, all eyes on him, all facial expressions surprised. You got Harry right here, just excited to see his friend doing this. Dunk. And then I love this panel right here. Home 114 to visitor 26. That is straight up unfair. Notice this too. So Peter's number, 00, right? That looks a whole lot like the eyes on the back of the spider too. Not a coincidence. That is something the artists have put in intentionally to bring out that theme. One thing that makes Peter special, or the thing that makes him special, are his powers, and it's tied back to that spider. Facial expressions, smile, and the smile once again. Again, the relationship is up and down. So, you want to do the geometry thing Monday night, or you want to do it with me? Well, duh. I only tried to ask you like a billion times, and... Oh, crap. Monday. No, I can't. Why? Sad face once again. I got a thing. You have a thing. Got a thing. What, like a basketball thing? No, Never mind. Just never mind. Mary, It's big. What is that big thing? Secret wrestling. Who is the masked surprise attacker? Who is it? Who is overpowering the invincible Crusher? They said it can't be done. They said it never would be done. 2 referees now. He's at the big show. This wasn't in the script. This isn't what I signed on for. Oh, quit your whining. Wham! Oh my, the Crusher is defeated. The Crusher is defeated. And the referee calls the fight finished. We have a new UCW champion. What's your name? I told you, I don't. We need a name, a stage name. Oh, the Spider. Is that? The Amazing Spider-Man! No, Ladies and gentlemen, the Spectacular Spider-Man! Eyes, once again. The amateur costume that Peter made for himself. That is also where we learn where he got his name, right? He gets his name and his costume on the next page here from the wrestling announcer. Here you go, Spider-Man. Hey, you okay, Crusher? Yeah, I'm just great. Not too rough on ya? Don't push it. Listen, Hotshot, I need a number where I can call you. Sorry, can't do it. Oh, so you're going to be a huge pain in my butt. Sure, why not? There's that Spidey snarkiness that we like so much. Listen, this anonymous stuff, vocab word, is for the birds, my friend. Way it's gotta be. If it gets back to me that you're getting paid under the table from me, you gonna fire me? Don't worry about it. Alright, smart guy. You try to find your way back here Friday night, but next time, wear this. I had it made for you special. Why? Because no offense, kid, with the get-up you got, you kind of look like a dork. And they just left it under the door again? They just left it under the door. Is Peter home? I don't... They've made more money. Peter, are you in the house? No, I'm not. Okay, I'll be down in a minute. I'm thinking a spider right here. I got my spider right here. Some webs and we're in business. Scene change once again. Hey, what's going on? Harry, this isn't... Do you people know the meaning of the words clamp down? The lab is off limits to unauthorized personnel, and that includes him for God's sake. But what's going on? Why are you... Will you please remove him from the premises? What's going on? Harry, now is really not the time. We're good to go, sir. Everything's checked and double-checked. We are good to go. Let's do it. This is another page just to look for artwork on. So not a whole lot of text, but notice they're lining up this machine, clamping down into Norman. See the pain on his face right there? Surprise on Harry's face. And we finish off the chapter with this look. Harry's face of terror and this sound, this scream. I'm not going to make it right now because you guys are going to make fun of me. That Norman is making. And then we get the classic spider face to end the chapter. I think this page is the only page in the entire text that has this print on it. I think they just needed an even number of pages. So that's where chapter 3 ends. Let's take a look at study guide. Make sure I didn't miss anything in there. Talked about Mary Jane's face. All that's left. What happens to Norman Osborn at the end of the chapter? How does Harry react? Norman gets injected. I'll type that in, actually, because I need to anyway. Norman gets injected by the Oz compound. Harry is terrified as he watches this happen. So we haven't quite learned exactly what happens to Norman here, but based on Harry's reaction, I think we can guess that it's nothing good.